Welcome back to Midcap Radar.
But let's turn our attention to another one which has come out with their numbers, Mandhana Industries. A very good jump in its bottom line, nearly 90%. Mitesh Shah, the VP Finance of the company, now joins us. Afternoon, Mr. Shah. There has been a huge jump in your net profit, about 92%. Could you tell us where this growth is coming from and what's the outlook for the rest of the year?
Revenues for the quarter have grown by almost 28% from 144 crores to 184 crores. But the net profits have soared to almost 16.6 crores from 8.6 crores year on year. So this year indeed translates into a growth of 93% odd. Basically, there has been some pressure on the operating margins due to the unprecedented rise in the input cost. But we have been able to neutralize this by way of increasing our realization per piece, both on our fabrics as well as garments. To add to this, we have been controlling our costs also effectively. That has added to the bottom line growth. So bottom lines as a percentage of top line have been at 9% as compared to 6% year on year.
So despite a decline in margins, how is it that your net profit has grown so substantially?
The margins have declined, but we have been able to achieve economies of scale of operation because the volumes have grown and we are looking at further growth in volumes also. Plus, as I said, we have been controlling costs also. So overheads have come down as a percentage of sales. And we have in fact managed our foreign exchange resources very well. So for the previous quarter, year on year, where there was a loss in the other income, this year we have recorded a positive income on the foreign exchange fluctuation side.
Okay, we understand that you're looking to open 10 flagship stores and entered in the retail category. If you could outline for us your expansion plans in the retail.
That's right. We are forming a wholly owned retail subsidiary for this purpose, and we are actually forming the complete plans for this. But the target is to open 10 flagship stores by in another year's time, and then we can look at franchising model. The total fixed capital investment involved here should be about 50 crores, and then there will be further investment in the merchandise and all.
Mr. Shah, there will be a Tarapur garment project which will be coming on stream very soon for you. So what's the expectation in terms of revenue now that half the year is done for FY11 and thereafter in FY12 when your retail franchisee also kicks in?
See, this year basically there are two projects which are going on flow. We are doubling our weaving capacity from 18 million meters to 36 million meters, and likewise Tarapur garment project will add almost double capacity on the garmenting side from 3.6 million pieces to 7.2 million pieces. Since both these projects will be operational probably in the last quarter of the current fiscal year, this year we are looking at a top line of around 775 to 800 CR with a bottom line somewhere around 65 to 70 CR. And when these projects become operational next year, we have announced one more project. We are putting another garment unit at Baramati. So all put together, garment capacity is slated to increase almost 3 times. So that's when for FY11-12 we are looking at a top line in excess of 1000 crores to be around 1050 crores with a bottom line of around 90 CR. And retail operations, basically we see the top line coming into picture effectively by 2012-13 only, because there will be certain amount of gestation period involved there.
And last question, any fundraising required because of this Baramati plant as well?
We have got support from our bankers, so we'll be largely looking at term loan funding from the banks.
Okay. Many thanks, Mr. Shah, for joining us. So that is Mandhana Industries. This stock too pretty active in trade, a gain of about 8.5%. The expectation for the entire year is about 775 to 800 crores versus 620 crores that they did last year. Well, slip into a very short break. The markets have completely quietened out, so just a 2-point gain holding up on the Nifty. Lots of individual companies coming out with numbers, lots to track. We'll be back.